Hello and welcome to the NFL Week 13 Top 10 Most Unreal Plays. Welcome back, disgruntled sports fans. Another week, another Top 10. We're going to start the list with these receivers dropping balls and making it look so obvious. They're not just dropping balls, but they're also bobbling balls on purpose. Look at this. Hits him in the hands. He bobbles it. Back in his hands, and he bobbles it again. And now it's in his hands. Okay, if you keep bobbling it more than like twice, then it just looks ridiculous. So, it's in your hands. Stop bobbling the football. And then he drops it. And then he's like, oh, I totally didn't mean to drop it. I was totally trying my best to catch it, and I accidentally dropped it. I'm a professional wide receiver, and I just totally don't know how to catch a ball, but I'm still going to have a job next year. Only in the National Fixed League is this acceptable every week. Let's roll 'em. This play encompasses many of the reasons why the National Fixed League doesn't even resemble real football. Let me explain. Watch Derek Carr have all this time in the pocket. Like, look at this pocket! If you even want to call it that. He has all this area. Every single one of his linemen is perfectly blocking all the defensive linemen and the defensive ends, no problem. He's got all this time. Nobody's there to pressure him. This doesn't happen in real football. A real pass rush would collapse a pocket in a second or two in a real football game. This is part of the illusion that the NFL creates, that a quarterback can hang out in the pocket, have all this time. And Carr does. Find a guy open, right? Dude's open, Carr puts it right in his hands, but this is the National Fixed League. Boing! You see this over and over again, guys popping balls up in the air on purpose to be purposely intercepted by a defender. So, this guy can't catch a ball, but guess who can catch a ball? This defender, with one hand, snags an interception. Wow! Amazing that this defender can snag that interception. But the receiver here, he can't catch a ball that's perfectly thrown into his hands nice and softly. Okay! Right? So, these scripted turnovers, you're seeing this happen every week now, where a receiver, the ball hits him right in the hands and he pops it up in the air on purpose and it's intercepted. Like, that right there makes me think that the defender had the gloves on, the magnetic gloves, knew that ball was going to be popped up. So if you know as a defender that the wide receiver is going to pop that ball up in front of you, you can script an interception like that very easily. I have several scripted interceptions on the list this week, and they are going to get increasingly more ridiculous as we go along. So, Russell Wilson here, he's going to throw a scripted pick. And what makes this one extra ridiculous is he got receiver here staring at the ball, but he knows he's not supposed to make the catch. And defender here is supposed to step up and make the interception. So watch the receiver get out of the way so that the defender can pick this ball off. Yeah, bro, that was the ball you were supposed to be going for. See, so when I say that these interceptions are scripted, this dude right there just watched homeboy step up and intercept the ball. He had easy position to make a play of it on his own. And if you see it's about to get intercepted, it becomes your job as the wide receiver to try and swat it away. So you can tell that these wide receivers know beforehand that the ball's about to get picked off.
Return of the doink, return of the doink, return of the doink. Another ball hits the pole. Return of the doink, return of the doink, return of the doink. Another ball hits the pole.
The field goal kicks in the National Football League are being manipulated in midair by some sort of technology. Now, I have said it could possibly be magnetic technology in the ball and in the poles. I also want to bring up a few other ideas. And remember, we have no way to know for sure because the NFL has every right to put any sort of technology they want in the ball to ensure whether it goes in or out of these goalposts. With millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars riding on the line of these games, and whether a ball goes in or out, you better believe that the NFL is going to manipulate these balls and ensure that they do go in or miss, depending on what result they want. So, here's what I'm thinking. This thing right here might be part of the tech. So this thing that they say is a camera, that might be part of the technology which guides it. And on this kick right here, it kind of lines up with the ball, right? So I think that this thing might be part of the technology, and it might somehow help guide the football. Here's another thing. I think when the ball is in the air, there's some sort of mechanical device inside the ball, such as like a rotating actuator, a piston type deal. I think there's something mechanical that can make the ball twist and turn and do things in the air and get it to wildly go left or right. And so when you see these balls that cut left or right, it'll be going in and then suddenly swing and miss, and they're indoors and there's no wind. I really do think there's something mechanical inside the balls, and I think that this thing right here has something to do with it as well. Could be some sort of military missile guiding technology. I really have no idea. But these are my thoughts. These balls are definitely being manipulated, and they hit the goalposts over and over and over and over again every week. It didn't used to happen back in the 90s or the 80s or the 70s. Go back and watch old football. Doinks were very rare. Maybe one or two in a whole season. And now you get 2, 3 every week. They're obviously manipulating the balls. I don't know what the technology is for sure, but I think I'm getting closer. So the NFL likes to make certain players on the 49ers look like they're unstoppable. And they have 3 different players that they treat like this. George Kittle, Christian McCaffrey, and Deebo Samuel. They get the special treatment where they get to look amazing. So watch, this dude right here come a-trucking in with all this power. He's going to get thrown off like he's some sort of small child. Deebo just chucks him off like it's his kid brother trying to take him down. That's what I mean. They make these guys on the 49ers look like they're unstoppable. Watch number 2. He'll come up. Instead of trying to make a tackle, he takes a fake swipe at the football and then just puts his hand around the waist and then just rides him into the end zone, touches his butt on the way in. Like, that's not a tackle attempt. And so, like I said, they give certain guys on the 49ers special treatment where they get to look like absolute studs. And Samuel is one of those guys. 49ers might be picked to go to the big game in Vegas. So this Deebo touchdown is even more ridiculous than the last Deebo touchdown. This one, we're going to see some of that sweet feet action. Look at this. All three Eagles dudes, right? Gonna look like the Three Stooges. Of course. And a one. Whoop. He goes down. Dude right here, he's gonna go for some of that sweet feet action. Lands on his face. Gotta love it, right? Gotta love it. All right. Homeboy right here comes up with all the speed. Now this dude right here, he's actually within the correct distance where you should dive. You see how close he is? This is where you should dive. We always see guys diving in the National Fixed League, going for that sweet feet action, whipping on purpose, landing on their face. This right here is when you should dive. Dive and grab around the waist, cinch up around his legs and bring him down. Tackling from behind is much easier than tackling when a guy's coming at you head on. But he's not even going to make a dive attempt. Nope. Instead, he purposely changes the angle and then gives up on the play. Just gives up. Yeah, man, you wouldn't want to look stupid. All right, here's an extra ridiculous scripted pick six. Watch the replay. They highlight this guy, so they're saying that this is who Sam Howell is throwing to, is this guy right here. So okay, that's the guy he's throwing to. So he's looking right at him. He's set up to get the ball, but watch. This defender's gonna step in front of the ball. So as this defender's stepping in front of the ball and intercepting it, the receiver just starts taking off downfield. All right, so the dude intercepts the ball, but pay attention to this receiver. He continues going down the field, and then he blocks this Dolphins guy. He's the only guy on the field who hasn't realized that the ball was picked off. Look, he just now has figured out that the ball was picked off by this dude. How ridiculous is that? Yeah, bro, that's some great acting skills, bro. He was throwing you the ball, and then you ran downfield and started blocking. Meanwhile, this guy has the ball, and he takes it all the way to the house. Again, it doesn't even look like real football. We got the Burrow-less Bengals, and they upset the Jaguars on a Monday Night Foosball game where everybody and their mama was on the Jags. And on this play, check out the defender right here who has decent position. Watch him purposely take himself out of the play. Not only does he give up the catch, but he does this ridiculous thing where he leaves his feet for no reason. And then look at this. Look at this over-exaggerated acting. Like spreading all his limbs out in every direction. Yeah, dude, that's some great acting skill right there. Like I said, takes himself completely out of the play and gives up the cupcake touchdown to Chase. Yeah, gotta love Monday Night Foosball when everybody bets on the Jaguars. This Bengals and Jaguars game was the most phony baloney game of the week. And it features the most putrid pick of the week. All right. So the Bengals run this trick play, and they trick themselves. So this guy way over here is supposed to be getting the ball, but yeah. As if you didn't see that guy in the black jersey standing there. So this play right here set up the Jags to take the lead, and It was a live betting trap. This made people think that the Jaguars were going to go on to win.
And as we all know, they did not win.
And that brings us to the number one most rigged play of the week. And it has to be this one. It has to be. And you know why. Yeah, the right ankle. Supposedly, Trevor Lawrence hurt his right ankle on this play. Now, if you watch very closely, he doesn't actually get stepped on. If you watch very closely, see? The lineman's foot is never actually putting any pressure on him. See? And then his foot gets pinned under his own body. It's pinned under his own butt. And then he releases the pressure right there. Now his leg is out. I will argue that you can pin your own foot under your own butt right now and not hurt yourself. That's right. You can put your foot behind you and not be injured. Here's how I know this is a fake scripted injury. First off, the overacting. First thing he does, throw down his helmet. Yeah, that's some overacting. Second thing he does, which really gives the whole thing away as being fake and phony, he puts pressure on the same right ankle that is supposed to be hurt. That's the same one that was pinned under you. And now you're putting all this pressure on your leg, which is supposedly the hurt ankle? Yeah, okay, nice try. And this to me is hilarious. You got the Bengals guy. He's kneeling down too. People say that he's praying for Trevor right here. They're having a little moment together. Like, he doesn't know how bad he's hurt. He doesn't know how bad he's hurt. So now this guy is just assuming Trevor Lawrence is hurt, and he's so sad he's gonna go down and take a knee himself. This whole thing is ridiculous. And you gotta love this dramatic walk down the hallway. You know, you wouldn't want to put the guy on a cart. No. Let's have him walk down this big, long hallway, right? And let's have the camera guy back there focusing in on him. Of course, that's the way you do it.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you made it this far, make sure you are subscribed and you have the little bell turned on. And I'll see you next time.